Assalamu alaikum students and welcome to your interactive session of week 15 of experimental foods. I am your instructor Saida Ikra Fayaz. Now today we are having an interactive session and we have a lot prepared for today, but before we start off with the interactive session it is very important to go through what we studied in the previous lecture. In the previous lecture the key points that I discussed with you was the differentiation between the dry and the moist poultry cooking techniques. I also discussed with you the advantages and disadvantages of different cooking methods. With that, I also discussed with you the detailed method of each cooking technique and the correct plating technique. Now, this particular course, Experimental Foods, it's very important and it's very interesting in a way because apart from everything, obviously whatever we are studying is something that we are facing in our everyday life. Obviously, we all spend some time in the kitchen as well. Now, what is the differentiation between the dry and the moist cooking methods? We know exactly what each method is, if not technically, but we at some point in our lives have gone through and have prepared food through those methods. However, through that lecture particularly, we have understood what are the dry methods and what are the wet methods or the moist method. Secondly, with alongside that, we've also studied about the advantages and the disadvantages of different cooking methods. Now, because of that, in the upcoming interactive session in the next week, we will be going through a very interesting activity. And because of that activity, I am going to disclose it to you in the coming lecture. But apart from that, if you've had any questions regarding this particular lecture, please ask. Was there anything that you would like me to further explain? Or was there anything that was not understandable? Please tell me, ताकि आपको I can answer it to you people.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
It was
Ma'am.
understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All right, perfect. So
Yes, ma'am.
if the previous lecture was understandable, please make sure that I will be taking a quiz and taking an assignment from you people. So at any point, if any of the lectures you find that you don't understand anything, please do not hesitate to ask me. Now, today's learning objectives or what the activity of today's interactive session is that we're going to be conducting presentations by the following students, which is Asma Wahid, Nimra, Sadaf Shahid, Alina, Hera, Aruj, Ume Kulsum, Maria, Faryal, and Ghazala. But as per selected, the person who is going to be presenting presentation first um, is Alina. Alina, are you ready to present your presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to take your presentation. I am going to stop presenting my screen, and then what you can do is you can present your screen and you can start off with the presentation.
Ma'am, Isa will present my presentation.
Iza will present your
Isa,
presentation.
Isa. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Isa can
Iza can
start.
present your presentation, and apart from that, I would also like to highlight everybody that this is the right time to mark your attendance in the comment section with your name and your roll number. Iza, can you please hide the sharing wali jo niche hai? Yes, please. Thank you. Alina, you can start whenever you're ready.
Ma'am, where is the presentation? Yeah, I can see.
It's on the screen. Can you see it?
Ma'am. No, ma'am.
Please
Alina is
click on. Hanji, please, Iman, please guide her.
अलीना ईजा
मैम
फातिमा की ना
इधर
दो आईडी आ रही होगी, उनको ओपन करो, एक ओपन करो, वो हो जाएगा.
अच्छा अच्छा, एक मिनट एक मिनट. हाँ आ गया. ठीक है. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Ma'am, should I start?
Yes, please, you can start.
Ma'am, can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly, Beta. You can start.
Okay, okay. Assalamu alaikum. I am Alina Ayub. I am student of DNS semester 4, and here today we have presentation of experimental foods which I am going to present to Miss Ikra Fayaz. Next slide. So today my topic of discussion is baking. As we all know, we love eating and we eat different kinds of food, and different kinds of food come from different kind of cooking, the recipes and all that. So cooking is an art, technique or craft that we use to make food or for the food consumption, and we have many methods for the recipes or for the cooking or for making different foods. So cooking is a complete art. There are many methods, and there are two of the most important methods we I'm going to discuss. That is the moist heat cooking method and nahi, piche wali. Back to the previous slide, please. So I am going to discuss two methods: the moist heat method and the dry heat method. So in moist heat method, we are going to use this method for heat transfer with using moisture. That is basically the water, and it includes the poaching, the simmering, the steaming, and the braising. While in dry heat method, we don't use any moisture for the heat transfer, which includes the frying, the grilling, the roasting, the baking. And today my topic of discussion is baking. Next slide. Next slide, please. So here are the contents that I am going to discuss. First of all, previous one. The definition, the history, the tools for baking, the process, the baking methods, baking techniques, types of baking, advantages and disadvantages. Next. So now the question comes that what is baking? Baking is a type of dry heat cooking similar to roasting that's done in an enclosed space such as an oven, not over a direct flame. Most people think of roasting as something that's done to savory meats and vegetables, while baking usually refers to desserts or savory dishes and using flavor. So, what comes to our mind when we think of baking? Obviously, the pizzas, the chicken breads, or the pastries. All of these are the things that comes to our mind when we think of baking. But what exactly the baking is? Obviously, it is done in oven on a certain temperatures that is usually 200 to 300 Fahrenheit degrees, and temperature varies from dish to dish, like what we are going to make. So baking is a type of dry heat cooking which we use to bake foods like pizzas, pastries, breads, or cookies on a certain temperature. Next slide. So now comes the history. The first evidence of baking occurred when humans took wild grass grains, soaked them in the water, and mixed everything together, mashing it into a kind of broth-like paste. The paste was cooked by pouring it into a flat hot rock, resulting in a bread-like substance. So what comes when we talk about the history? It started very early when people started using the wild grains and soaked it into the water and mixed everything in a mixture and mashed it and placed it into a rock so that they can make it in a bread like thing, and that's usually the hot rocks. And then the time changes and people starts to evaluate things, or the evolution occurred, and then they started using baking things or baking breads on fire. The paste was roasted on embers. What are embers? It's the hot coals that from where the flames comes. So people started making breads using heat or the embers to make it easier. Then the world's oldest oven was discovered in Croatia in 2014, dating back 6,500 years ago. So it's very interesting to know that 6,500 years ago, the first oven or the first baking was being discovered. The ancient Egyptians baked bread using yeast, which they had previously been using to brew beer. Bread making began ancient around 600 BC into the ovens. Clock tables have been discovered in archaeological digs from Turkey and Palestine and date back to 656 BC during the Roman Empire. So all in all, it's a very old technique being used by the ancient people during Roman Empire. Next slide, please. So before moving to the process, two are very important. Like without you can't bake products. So top, cooler or ice chest, cake pan, the cheese grater, the casserole dish, crockery cooker, microwave oven. Obviously, that's the main thing. Blender or juicer, hand mixer, toaster, measuring spoons, liquid measuring cups, dry measuring cups, refrigerator, freezer separate from refrigerator, stove with the oven, hot plate, DVD player, we're just video players. So starting from the top, obviously measuring things as you have to measure the ingredients at the first, then the blenders for blending things, and for mixing things, and toaster for toasting, and obviously the microwave oven or the simple ovens we use in our homes for baking, which are the key for the baking or
Alina, is everybody can hear her clearly?
नो मैम, मुझे लगा आजकल मेरा सिग्नल का प्रॉब्लम है।
नो मैम।
अलीना प्लीज आप क्लियरली बोलो क्योंकि आपकी आवाज बीच में से बहुत कट रही है।
यस मैम।
और स्टूडेंट्स अगर आप लोगों को किसी पे भी अच्छा आई थिंक शी हैज इंटरनेट इश्यूज she'll be
Yes,
back
ma'am.
but apart from that if you feel like during presentation हल्की से भी अगर आवाज कटते हुए महसूस हुए तो काइंडली उसको हाईलाइट करें ताकि बाकी सारे स्टूडेंट्स भी जो हैं वो मतलब आप लोग उसको हाईलाइट करें ताकि उस बंदे का पता चले। इज़ा यू कैन कीप ऑन प्रेजेंटिंग द स्क्रीन ऑफ द प्रेजेंटेशन so that when she comes back she can actually present again। ठीक है। और ये है कि it is very important guys you keep into check these things and especially when we're having formal presentations make sure that you people have the right speaker or the right headphones so that your voice is clear there is no point अगर आपकी voice clear नहीं होगी तो the presentation का कोई जो है वो नहीं बनता। ठीक है। Please Farwa can you check on Alina please?
यस मैम, मैं उन्हें
Is
मैसेज
Farwa
कर रही
here?
हूँ। यस मैम, मैं उन्हें मैसेज कर रही हूँ व्हाट्सएप पे।
sorry, there was a connection issue, ma'am. Really sorry.
No, that's fine Alina you can present
Okay,
again
ma'am.
beta।
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Please make sure your
So,
voice is clear।
as I discussed, here, ma'am, can you hear me?
आई कैन हेयर यू नाउ पहले मुझे आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही थी इस वजह से प्लीज क्लियरली आप जो है अपने माइक के करीब होके बोलें।
मैम अब ठीक है?
जी अब ठीक है।
Okay, ma'am, I'll continue. So now, as I discussed the tools for baking, now the next slide, please. Next slide, please. So now here comes the process, like how it works. Before reading it, I can show you the picture. Here is the whole process of
मैम मेरे पास फिर से लेने की आवाज
it takes
हो रही है, बाकियों के पास भी हो रही है।
the first.
अलीना आपकी आवाज बेटा क्लियर नहीं है। डू यू वांट सम टाइम टू फिगर आउट कि आपकी आवाज को क्या हो रहा है? Alina, are you there?
Ma'am, ठीक है?
Farwa, can you please explain to her the situation?
अलीना आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है। अलीना हैंडपीस लगाई हुई है।
हैंडपीस मैं उठा के देखती हूँ फिर।
हैंडपीस लगा के देखो, इस तरह लैपटॉप से आवाज बहुत कम जाएगी।
यार मैंने हैंडपीस ही लगाई है।
फिर हैंड फ्रीज में शायद कोई प्रॉब्लम है, इंटरनेट का बेसिकली इशू आ रहा है क्योंकि आवाज नहीं आ रही और वीडियो भी जो है ना वो रुक 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 के चल रही है। हमारी वीडियो भी क्लियर नहीं आ रही, पिक्चर कभी
मुझे भी
स्टिल हो
रुक
जाती
रुक
है।
के आ रही है, इंटरनेट इशू है फिर।
हाँ इंटरनेट इशू
Do
है,
you
अभी
want
सही
some
हुई है।
time to figure out ताकि आपका वो हो जाए? अगर आप हैंड फ्री यूज कर रही हैं तो काइंडली हैंड फ्री उतार के लैपटॉप के करीब होके आप बोल लें।
मैम एक मिनट, मैम अब आई?
अब क्लियर आ रही है, आप अब बोले।
मैम अब ठीक आ रही है, मैं फिर अब हैंड फ्रीज के बगैर कर लेती हूँ।
प्लीज, थैंक यू।
हेलो।
जी जी बेटा, प्रेजेंट करें, हमें आवाज क्लियरली आ रही है।
ओके मैम, शुड आई स्टार्ट अगेन?
नो यू, हम लोगों को क्लियर था, आपको कहाँ से क्लियर नहीं हुआ?
मैम ये जो इससे पीछे वाली साइड से द प्रोसेस हाउ इट वर्क्स है, पीछे वाली स्लाइड उस पे आवाज इनकी खराब हो गई थी।
बेटा आप अपनी इस पिछली स्लाइड से शुरू करें दोबारा। एंड प्लीज द रेस्ट ऑफ यू आल्सो मेक श्योर व्हेन यू प्रेजेंटिंग इस तरह का कोई इशू ना आए प्लीज। Alina, are you there? I think we're going to take somebody else's presentation. Alina का काफी इस वक्त मुझे लग रहा है कि इशू हो रहा है।
यस मैम, इनका काफी इशू हो रहा है।
Right. Next is Asma. Isa, you can stop presenting the screen just now. Asma, you can present your presentation.
Okay, ma'am.
And please, somebody please call Alina and tell her that after Asma she can present. अगर तब तक उनका इशू सॉर्ट आउट हो जाता है।
ओके
यस मैम।
मैम प्रेजेंट हो रही है मेरी स्क्रीन?
जी, we can see your screen. आप उसको फुल स्क्रीन कर दें।
ओके मैम। मैं स्टार्ट?
Yes, please.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asma Waheed, and the topic I am assigned to present today is the cooking method which is known as deep frying, and I am going to present it to my respected ma'am Saeeda Ikra Fayaz and my class fellows. The contents which I am going to cover in my presentation are definition, cooking temperature, steps of frying, choosing right type of oil, significance of deep frying, disadvantages of deep frying, and deep fried food items. First of all, here is the question, what is deep frying? So I'll start with the introduction of deep frying. Deep frying is a dry heat cooking method utilizing fat or oil to cook pieces of food by completely submerging food into hot liquid. First of all, we must know that it is a deep dry heat cooking method because there is no water or water vapor is used in this method. In place of it, we use fat or oil, and the food we want to fry is completely submerged into the liquid. Deep frying is a method that yields food that have a crunchy golden brown surface and tender interior inside. So this cooking method has a specification that it has a crunchy golden brown surface and soft interior. Tender means soft. Cooking temperature. Cooking temperature is basically very important in any type of cooking method because if the temperature is not proper, then food may burn or undercook. So depending on the type of oil chosen and food being fried, a high temperature of up to 400 degree Fahrenheit, which is equal to 204 degrees Celsius, is maintained to create golden brown surface textures in a short amount of time. So in this type of cooking method, temperature depend on two things. First one is oil we choose, and the second is food being fried. Why it depends on oil, I will describe it the next slide. And why it depends on food being fried, because if we are taking larger pieces of the food, then it will definitely take high temperature and larger cooking time to get tender. But in average, it requires 400 degrees Fahrenheit temperature to create golden brown surface, which is the specification of the deep frying. Here is choosing the right type of oil, which is very important. Why? Because of smoke point temperature. We must know what is smoke point temperature. It is an essential indicator of when the oil will begin to break down and smoke in the cooking vessel. We all have experienced it, because sometimes it happens that when oil loses its shimmer and it started giving smoke, it is basically the smoke point temperature of the oils. In deep frying, we must choose the oil which have high smoke point temperatures in order to get the food tender completely. So here are the examples of some oils which have high smoke point temperatures, which is canola, peanut, and soya beans oil. And here are some oils which have low smoke point temperatures. We must avoid these type of oils in deep frying. Here are the steps of deep frying which we must keep in mind while we are going to deep fry any food. Step number one is fill the deep fryer or frying pan with the oil. It is very common that whenever we are going to fry anything, we fill the pan with the desired quantity of oil or the deep fryer. Deep fryer is basically used for deep frying. It is an equipment. Step number two is turn it on, make sure it gets to the right heat level. Then we must check the temperature, or we must heat up the oil which is desired for deep frying. Step number three is make sure your food is dry. This is very important to ensure that our food is dry before frying, because if moisture is present on the food, then the oil will splash and it is very dangerous. Step number four, lower food in slowly and carefully. Then we put the food into the heated oil in order to fry. Step number five, cook till golden brown. Here we must monitor the food continuously until it is brown and crispy from outside. Step number six, carefully remove the food from the oil. When the food is completely tender inside and crispy outside, we must remove it from the oil to avoid overheating or to avoid burns. Step number seven, let the food sit for a moment and dry. Whenever we fry the food, it absorbs some oil. So in order to eradicate extra oil which has been absorbed, we sit it for a moment and dry the oil. Step number eight is to eat and enjoy. Next is significance of deep frying. Here are some significances of deep frying. First one is time. The entire food item is being evenly and consistently cooked in hot oil, resulting in relatively faster way of cooking. It is a very good significance of deep frying, because whenever we deep fry a food, it is completely submerged into the oil and ultimately it receives heat from all sides, and it gets tender earlier. If we compare it to any other kind of frying, for instance shallow frying, in that kind of frying we have to turn the side of the food to get it heated from all the side, and it definitely takes time. Second significance is taste. Frying often occurs on high temperatures, allowing for two flavor producing things to happen: Maillard reaction and caramelization. So it is basically taste. Taste is also significant, that it has a very appealing taste. The items which are deep fried, they have an appealing taste. And two things which happened is Maillard reaction and caramelization. Maillard reaction is basically a chemical reaction between amino acids and reducing sugars that gives brown food its distinctive color, which is golden brown color. And caramelization. Caramelization is an oxidation of sugars which give nutty flavor or brown color to the food. Third one is texture. Fried foods have a characteristic crisp crust, which is achieved by the high frying temperature, removing the surface moisture and drying out the exterior. When we remove the moisture from the food and then we deep fry it on high temperature, its surface gets a crispy texture, and it is very appealing. And here, hence, it is a significance of deep frying, because crispy textures are very appealing. Then is moisture. Breading or batter used helps to seal in the naturally occurring moisture in the food and prevents excess oil from being absorbed. Whenever we bread or batter the food which is desired to be fried, it gives two significances. First one is that it removes the surface moisture and avoids the splashes of oil. And second one is that it prevents excess oil from get absorbed into the food. Then is nutrition. The heat from the oil will cook the food and the dry surface with only a small amount of oil staying on the crust. If oil is not hot enough, it will make food soggy and greasy. When done quickly, oil absorb can be minimized. So this depends on if we have set the specific temperature of the oil. If oil temperature is specific and enough, then the food will get crisp taste, and if it's not, then it will get soggy, and because large amount of oil will be absorbed into the food and it will not be nutritious. Disadvantages of deep fried foods. Along with the advantages, there is a disadvantage of deep fried foods. It is the oil used is made of animal fats, which has a high amount of saturated fat and cholesterol, which can cause clogging of arteries, resulting in heart diseases like strokes, heart attacks, obesity, diabetes, and others. We know that it is in deep frying, definitely the food is fried in a large amount of oil, and it absorbs oil in it, so large it can cause clogging of arteries and heart diseases, strokes, heart attacks, obesity, diabetes, and others. In normal it may not affect that much, but to the people who are obese it may be much more harmful, but still excess of everything is bad, so we must use deep fried foods in limited quantities. Here are the mouth-watering examples of some deep-fried foods. First one is jalebi, second one is pakoras, third one is puri, and fourth is samosa, and fifth is breaded cutlets. Cutlets, some of them are also we are also experiencing in this Ramadan. Thank you so much. This is from my side. I hope you all have enjoyed.
Thank you, Asma. Alina, are you ready to present now?
यस मैम। मैम बस मुझे बता दें मेरी आवाज अब ठीक है?
जी, आपकी आवाज अब ठीक है।
यस मैम, आई विल स्टार्ट अगेन। मैम स्टार्ट से या कंटिन्यू करूं?
आप कंटिन्यू कर लो टूल्स ऑफ बेकिंग से।
ओके मैम। So before moving towards the process, here are the tools of baking. Like without tools, we can't bake anything. So starting from the top, the cooler or the ice chest, the cake pan, the cheese grater, the casserole dish, crockery cooker, microwave oven, the blender juicer, hand mixer, toaster, measuring spoons, liquid measuring cup, dry measuring cups, refrigerator, freezer separate from refrigerator, stove with oven, hot plate, DVD players, and VHS video players. So here are all the tools that are essential for baking or for baking any product we want to. Without these products, we can't bake even a single baking thing like breads, pastries, pizzas. And now moving from top to bottom, as you can see the DVD players and VHS video players. You'll be shocked by seeing it in the tools for baking, but that's just for our own pleasure or to kill the time. Like when we bake things, we have to wait for like 20 or 25 minutes while our baking product or food is in the oven. So these two things can help you killing the time. Next slide. So now what's the process, how it works? Obviously the baking, like other food processes, like other cooking methods, the whole process has its own methods or the ways, the recipes or the ingredients. Like you can see here in the picture, from starting to the end, there is the whole process from ingredients to the finishing product. Broadly speaking, for bread, pastries, cookies, and cakes, baking uses flour, sugar, eggs, liquid salts, and leavening agents that chemically change with movement and heat. So first of all, what we need are the ingredients. We'll measure the ingredients and then put it in bowl or mix it well, or then we'll make it, as you can see, we'll make a dough, a smooth dough, and then we'll place it in the mold. After that, during baking, heat is evenly transferred to the center of the item that's baked, making a crust on the outside with a soft center. The dry heat of baking changes the form of starches in the food and causes its outer surface to brown, giving it an attractive appearance and taste. So when we'll put it in the mold, we'll place it in the oven at a certain temperature or the certain temperature required to bake that single product. And how will we, now the question arises that how will we get to know that our product or our food is baked or not. Obviously, after 10 to 15 minutes, we'll take that food out from the oven by using gloves, and we'll check with the knife or with the tip of the knife and the fork that if it's done or not. If the knife comes dry or less juicy, then it's mean that it's about to done and almost done. But if it comes with a liquid thing or juice, then it means that it requires more temperature or heat. And then it's done. We'll take it out from the oven, and a very appealing or nice food will be in front of us, and our bread is almost ready, as you can see in the picture. Next slide. So what are the baking methods? What are the methods we use to bake products? First of all, the first one is creaming method, rub-in method, blind bake method, all-in-one method. As in the first picture, you can see the creaming method. Now, what's the creaming method? In creaming method, first of all, we'll mix the cream, the butter, or the sugar, or we'll beat it. Like we'll make a smooth, foamy mixture with it, and then we'll add the other ingredients in it to make a mixture. Next one is rub-in method. Rub-in method is the simple method we usually use in our daily routine, like we do the atta thing with our hands. It's similarly like that thing कि हम इसको अपने हाथ से कर सकते हैं, हम पूरे मिक्सचर को स्मूथली अच्छे से एक मिक्सचर बना सकते हैं. Third one is blind bake method. So blind bake methods is used for the pies, the tart. Obviously, it is known as the pre-baked method. Like in this method, we have to put it in the oven for some time, and when it's almost done, we have to take it out so that we can do the topping on it, and then again we'll put it back in the oven if required. So it is blind bake method. Fourth method is all-in-one method. All-in-one method is the method we usually use for baking cakes in our homes. Like we put all the ingredients in the bowl and mix it well until it's a smooth liquidy mixture, and then we put it in the mold or put it in the oven for baking. Next slide. So now comes the baking techniques. Obviously, while cooking, we all have to see, or we have all uses different types of techniques to make our cooking more easy. Similarly, like cooking other dishes, baking itself has many techniques for making it more easy, like sieve, fold, and separate eggs. Now, what is sieve? Most recipes will instruct you to sieve dry ingredients. The main reason is to add more of that all-important air to the batter. Sieve flour will yield a great volume, the known sieve flour. In Urdu, we'll say it, हम जो आटे को छानते हैं, that means it's कि हम इसको स्टेनर के साथ हम अपने ingredients को sieve करें ताकि हमें ज़्यादा smooth flour मिल सके. So this is the sieve technique we use in baking, so that our finished product is more smooth and more nice. Next one is fold. Folding is a delicate technique used to mix ingredients. Folding is done by hand using a thin rubber spatula or a metal spoon. Add ingredients to a batter in thirds help to keep the mixture light. Like it is all-in-all method, like mix all the products और इसको अच्छी तरह spatula or by using any spoon आप इसको mix करते हैं, fold करते हैं until the smooth dough is ready to bake. Last but not least, separate eggs. There are nifty little gadgets specifically made to separate the eggs yolk from the egg white on the market. But if gadgets aren't your thing, you can do the perfectly well by hand. So separating eggs and egg yolk and the egg white is the very main thing in baking. And even you can do it with your own hand, but still there are some tools in the market that you can use to do this. Like some dishes required only white, or some dishes only required egg yolks. Next slide. So what are the types of baking? What comes to our mind when we think about the types of the baking? Obviously, a lot lot of food are here in the market, or even we bake in our homes that comes to our mind when we think about the baking, like cakes, custards, chocolate baking, bread, quick breads, pastries, pies and tarts, or cookies. So cakes, the cakes usually we make that can be sponge cakes or simple plain cakes, or custards, puddings, the chocolate baking like the fudges, the chocolate brownies, or the bread that we usually eat in our breakfast, and available in many flavors as well, like the bran bread, the simple plain bread, the wheat bread, quick breads, and the quick bread starts are available as an appetizers as the restaurants, and the pastries, every kind of pastries we eat, pies and tarts, and the cookies. Obviously, the cookies even a kid is eating in our home at every single time. Next slide. Now we'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages. Every cooking method or every technique has some advantages and disadvantages as well. Same as other cooking methods, baking itself has some advantages or disadvantages. Now I'll discuss the advantages first. Like, it is low in fat, it has more nutrients, it is rich in taste, management, it helps in management of weight, visually appealing, and increase appetite and the take weight. So all in all, in shortly, I tell you about the advantages. Like, yeah, obviously it's low in fat because we are using not that much oil we are using in frying or roasting. We are using less amount of oil or of butter in it, so it's a kind of low fat content. But still, we are adding butter or creams in it, not that much low fat content. Rich in taste. Obviously, the baking is a nice technique which increases the appetite even, or increases the taste of the food. It has more nutrients in it, like it has proteins in it, the eggs in it, the flours, the carbs in it. So it's a rich food, it's a nutrient rich food which we can have as a complete meal. Management of weight. So as we are using less amount of cream, oils in it, or butters, we can even make it with by using less amount of butter, so it can help in management of weight. Visually appealing, obviously, when we see bakery products, we want to buy every single product, like the cookies, the fudges, or the pizzas, because it's very appealing. It looks good. It makes us feel good. Feel good. So we love eating bakery products or the baked products. The takeaway, yes, obviously, it's very easy to take from place to place. Like, it's easy to carry. Like, you can wrap it in a cling film or a foil paper, easily carry it as your lunch box, in your lunch box, or even in your bags. Now, moving towards the disadvantages. As it has a lot of advantages, there are some disadvantages as well. As I mentioned earlier, that it is not using that much oil as roasting, but still, as we in boiling, we use water for boiling things, and that's more healthy than baking, as baking is using creams or butters in it. So it's a disadvantage that it's a cholesterol food, as it has more creams or butters in it. So it's a big disadvantage of baking products. Or it makes you fat, as it has more carbs in it. So it's a big disadvantage. Also, baking tends to be a slower process as compared to cooking methods such as frying and boiling. Yes, obviously we can fry products and can have it in 4 to 5 minutes approximately, but in baking we have to wait. As I mentioned, that you can listen to music or watch videos while baking. It requires like 20-25 minutes for baking. So next slide. So this is it from my side. Hopefully you have enjoyed this presentation. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Thank you, Alina. We're going to be taking questions at the end. I think we'll have Hera. Are you ready to present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can present now.
मैम वो अस्मा ने प्रेजेंट कर स्क्रीन
That's fine. You can request Asma, and when your screen is on, please start presenting.
ओके मैम Assalamu alaikum to everyone. My name is Hira Bisharat and I am a student of DNS Semester 4. I am a student of DNS Semester 4. Today my presentation topic is boiling and I am presenting it to Ma'am Saida Ikra Fayaz. Now first look at the content. Now first is definition, purpose, methods, advantages, disadvantages, process, benefits of boiling, food suitable for boiling, and last is boiling tools. Now first is definition. Boiling is cooking by immersing the food in a pan of liquid. Boiling temperature is 100 Celsius. Boiling is the method of cooking food in boiling water or other water-based liquids such as stock or milk. For example, boiled eggs or boiled vegetables. It comes under the category of moist cooking method. Basically, it uses convection to transfer heat from the liquid to the food. In boiling, there is large amount of rapidly bubbling liquid to cook food, usually the food like pastas or hearty vegetables. The next is purpose. Next, purpose. To cook food rapidly, not suitable for delicate dishes as the agitation of the boiling water will cause delicate foods to break up during the cooking process. And not generally used for high protein food because the heat toughens the food. Soups, soaps and sauces should only be boiled for a short time to start off the cooking of the dishes. Basically, the purpose of boiling is to cook food that it is pleasant to eat with an agreeable flavor of suitable texture, tender or slightly firm according to the food. और उसके बाद soft हो, moisture हो, eat to digestible and safe to eat हो. And there is also some reasons for boiling is to soften food and preserve nutrients and extract nutrients. The next slide is methods of boiling. There are two ways of boiling: placing the food into boiling liquid, reboil, then reduce the heat for gentle boiling to take place. This is known as simmering. The first method explains that put the food in boiling water or boiling liquid or bring it to boil, then reduce the heat and let it simmer. And this causes the food to cook and also the food to become moist. The second method is cover food with cold liquid, bring to the boil, then reduce heat and allow the food to simmer. The second method explains that put the food in cold liquid, then boil it and then reduce the heat and let it simmer. These two ways are the methods of boiling. Next slide is. The next slide is advantages of boiling and disadvantages of boiling. First is advantages. Following are the advantages of this method. Older, tougher joints of meat can be made palatable and digestible. Palatable, it is going to make easily acceptable. The next is appropriate for large scale cookery, means it is easier or faster way hota hai. The next is economic or fuel. Less fuel be used. Nutrition, well flavored stock is produced. It must be nutritious and can be used in multiple dishes, and it is safe and simple. The last is labor saving, required little attention. It required little attention because we put food in pan and let her boil. The food is not likely to burn. The food remain moist. The next is disadvantages. Disadvantages, food can look less attractive because some flavors and colors must be lost from the food to the liquid. It can be slow and loss of soluble vitamins in the water, especially water soluble vitamins. And the next is process. Process of boiling. Boiling is the moist heat cooking method that happens when the liquid temperature reaches at 212 degrees. फूड जो है वो कम्प्लीटली सबमर्ज हो जाता है वाटर में, और जब वो फुली बॉईल होता है ना तो वाटर के सरफेस के ऊपर बबल्स बनना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं. इसके अलावा स्लो बॉईल इज अ लेजी बॉईल ऑलमोस्ट अ सिमर एट 205 डिग्रीज. इन द केस ऑफ स्लो बॉइलिंग में जो है बबल्स जो है वो काफी स्लोली जो है वाटर के सरफेस पर बनते हैं, और इन बॉइलिंग में जो है सरफेस ऑफ वाटर मूविंग ऑल द टाइम बट इन सिमर सरफेस ऑफ वाटर विल फ्लैट. और ये आपके फूड पे भी डिपेंड करता है कि जो आप कुक कर रहे हैं कि आपने उसको ऑलरेडी बॉइलिंग वाटर में ऐड करना है कि आपने पहले उसको कूल वाटर में ऐड करना है और देन आपने उसको बॉईल करना है. नेक्स्ट इज benefits of boiling. Benefits of boiling include time, taste, texture, nutrition. Time. In term of time, boiling can be lightning, fast or slow. Blanching vegetable. Blanching vegetable can take very little time. Pasta and potatoes can take 10 to 15 minutes. उसके अलावा जो meat और जो होता है poultry can take long slow cooking to make nutritious. And the next is taste. Taste boiled food. Boiled food retain its natural taste without the addition of fats or oil. The next is texture. Texture में क्या होता है कि boiling make grains, beans and starchy vegetable palatable and edible by breaking them down and making them soft. Nutrition. Boiling is the best way to make delicious and highly nutritious stock out of meat and vegetables. Next slide is food suitable for boiling. Following are some examples of food items that can be boiled: eggs, vegetables, soup, sauces, and certain cuts of meat. And the last slide is tools for boiling. Asma, next slide. This is the last slide of our presentation, tools for boiling. These are tools used for boiling. First is the stock pot. Second is countertop burner. Third is slotted spoon. Fourth is pot holders. Fifth is kitchen kettle. Sixth is kitchen kettle, and fifth is cooking tongs, and seventh is instant read thermometer. Thank you. This is from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hera. I think we can shift another presentation just now. Maria, are you ready to present, Bicha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can start your
Abhi,
presentation.
मैं कर रही
Abhi,
हूँ कर रही हूँ
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Varia Akhtar. I am in DNS Master 4. My topic of presentation is cooking, which is presented to Ma'am Sayyida Ikra Fiaz. The content are definition, history, method, advantages and disadvantages, and food best for boiling. Cooking. Cooking definition. Cooking is mostly cooking method. It is a cooking technique that involves cooking by submerging food in liquid such as water, milk, soap, or wine. इसके प्रोसेस में ये होता है कि हम किसी भी लिक्विड में फूड को पकाते हैं और इसे हम लो टेम्परेचर में पकाते हैं. इसका टेम्परेचर 160 to 180 डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट और 71 to 82 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड होता है. द नेक्स्ट इज हिस्ट्री. This is the term poaching becomes famous around the 17th century when various types of poached dishes began to be prepared and served across America and Europe. The next is method of poaching. Abhi, next. There are two types of methods of poaching, shallow poaching and deep poaching. The next slide is shallow poaching. In shallow poaching method, a shallow cooking vessel is used. The heat is transferred by conduction from the pan to the liquid to the food. Foods such as fishes or chicken are cooking in the minimum of liquid. The liquid is not allowed to boil. It is kept at a temperature close to boiling. And this temperature is 160 to 180 degree Fahrenheit or 71 to 82 degree centigrade. Shallow poaching is best for boneless, naturally tender, single serving size, sliced or diced pieces of meat, eggs, or fishes. Next, deep poaching. In the deep poaching method, next slide. The deep poaching are cooked in enough water to cover them, brought to the boil, and then simmered. Eggs are placed into simmering liquid and cooked gently. The main difference between shallow poaching and deep poaching is that in shallow poaching, the liquid covers roughly one third of the height of the food, while in deep poaching, the food is almost completely covered by the liquid. The next slide is advantages. The advantages are the poaching are that. Next slide. It is one of the healthy cooking methods. It does not fat and it also preserves maximum nutrition in food being food. Food dishes retain the original flavor of the main ingredients are quick and easy to prepare. Good food is easily digestible. The next is disadvantages. Uh, Skills is required for cooking food and temperatures and duration of cooking is very important. It is suitable method for many foods. Examples of food. There are many kind of food which might be cooked by poaching. Eggs, fish, fruit, fresh and dried, white meat and chicken. These are suitable foods for poaching. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Maria. So now we are going to take questions. The rest of the students who were supposed to give presentations, we're going to be taking presentations in the next class. But as for now, are there any questions that you would like to ask the students who just presented the presentations? We're going to take up questions. Please ask them questions. Farwa, would you like to ask somebody any question?
No, ma'am.
Sadaf?
Ma'am, actually, it's all clear.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I do have a question to everybody. I mean, for example, like Asma presented some everyday examples of the deep frying that she presented, the presentation. That was very good on your part, Asma. What I would like to ask is, my first question is for Hera. Hera, when you presented your presentation in that, you said that boiling of poultry is for a longer period of time to make it nutritious. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
What would everybody else? You're open to comment on that. Is this line? Is this sentence correct?
नो मैम मैम क्योंकि हमने पढ़ा था कि कुकिंग मेथड को हम जितना मतलब ज्यादा कुकिंग मेथड का कोई लंबा यूज करें तो वो न्यूट्रिएंट्स लॉस हो जाते हैं
जी. So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
do
What is all the
Protein.
arguments?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
With too much.
यही कहना था मैम, वो डिसएडवांटेज में यही कहना था सॉरी कि वो
but then
लॉस्ट हो
again,
जाता
advantages you did say that the poultry. I mean, when you say that poultry takes a longer period of poultry and meat takes a longer period of cooking, it
Yes.
does make sense. Okay, but then you validate the statement by saying to make it nutritious. This is a statement that I think is not correct. Would somebody like to correct the statement? Avira, would you like to try? What should have been
मैम
the correct statement?
यस मैम उसका हर मेथड का एक रिक्वायर्ड टाइम होता है कि इस टेम्परेचर पे या इस हीट पे आपने उसको कुक करना है तो पोचिंग का भी एक टेम्परेचर होता है कि जिस टेम्परेचर पे आपने उसको कुक करना है उससे ज़्यादा किया या कम किया तो न्यूट्रिशंस लॉस होता है कि वो सही पका नहीं और यहाँ ज़्यादा ओवर कुक हो गया.
But my question was that जो उसने statement की थी, poultry and meat require longer period of time or in this poaching cooking method because, and would you like to add the correct reason for that?
मैम क्योंकि पोचिंग के लिए बेसिकली हम प्रोटीन्स फूड जो है उनको ज़्यादा हम पोचिंग के लिए करते हैं जिसमें हम लोग एग्स को पोच करते हैं और इसलिए पोल्ट्री को भी तो एज कम्पेयर टू एग्स जो हैं वो तब पोल्ट्री ज़्यादा टाइम लेती है क्योंकि एग जो है वो बहुत जल्दी कुक हो जाता है बाय पोचिंग लेकिन पोल्ट्री को पोचिंग के प्रोसेस से कुक करने में एज कम्पेयर टू एग्स ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है.
What is the maximum time that eggs take to get boiled or poached?
10
There's a
minutes.
difference between both. How long does it take for the eggs to get boiled?
Ma'am, 10 minutes.
Okay, somebody else would like to try?
Yes, ma'am. 10 to 12 minutes for boiling.
Okay. Does somebody differ
Ma'am,
with it or you all agree?
5 minutes
Ma'am,
for
8
soft
minutes.
yolk होती है मतलब
Ma'am, 8 minutes.
Very good, Iman. The normal boiling time for
Ma'am, 5
eggs
minutes for
is
soft yolk
7
और
to 8.
6 to 7
Yes,
6 to 7 minutes.
6 to 7
Yes, ma'am.
minutes होती है हार्ड के लिए होती है
Yes, Hera, you're very correct. Because over in Pakistan, we do not take soft shell, because if we
Yes.
want a runny yolk, we'll go for either poached, or either we'll go for sunny side up egg, right?
Yes.
But when it comes to boiling, we either go for normally well done, or we go for overdone. So if you do boiling of an egg for 7 to 8 minutes, it's well done. It will be
Yes,
cooked.
ma'am.
But if you
Yes.
take it up to 12 minutes, it's then overcooked. Means the yolk will be of darker color rather than being of yellowish green color. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So please
Yes,
remember
ma'am.
all. How long does it take for eggs to be poached then?
Ma'am, 20 to 30 seconds.
Very good. It takes less than a minute or a minute depending on the size of an egg. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
And also the quality of the egg. It's if a fresh egg, the faster it will cook. If it is an old egg, the more longer time it will take to cook. Right? So the point remains that poaching and boiling are different. As for correcting you here, Aya, next time, Vita, when you say that poultry takes a longer time, for that cooking method is because of its texture. It needs longer time to cook. Okay, so
Yes.
cooking in that method, actually what happens, the disadvantage is that the nutrients are lost. It does not make a longer cooking period, does not make it nutritious, it makes it edible to eat. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That please do not make this mistake, otherwise it's going to cost you marks. Apart from that, what do you think? Does anybody have any questions with Alina?
No, ma'am.
Alina, I would like to point out that you did add the cooking tools for baking, which was good, because obviously you were also showing the tools that are required for the baking. But I would have, because it was an added material that you were adding, we would have liked more uh, details of each cooking tool as well. When you're adding it to the screen or the presentation, then it becomes a part of you that you have to explain it as well. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So Maria presented well as well, but Maria आपने बहुत rushed किया था. So I hope that you spoke really in a rush tone. So inshallah ये है कि in the next time when you're presenting, try to be a bit slow and a bit loud, and rather than being rushed, you have to make sure कि वो ज़्यादा rush ना हो. Otherwise your presentation was good.
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक है. And like I pointed out that Asma ने जो everyday examples दी थी, that was a good added content. I did not ask for it, but because she related it with the current cuisines that we cook generally, that was a good point. So today,
Thank you.
students, this is it for today's presentation and interactive session. If there's any question regarding today's session or the previous lecture, please ask me now. I'm open to take questions.
No, ma'am.
Right. I will be posting assignments as well as a quiz. So you'll have to attempt it. I will be posting assignment first. So go through that, as well as the students who are left, meaning Nimra, Sadaf, Aruj, Ume Kulsum, Faryal, and Ajia. You people will be presenting in the next class, which will be disclosed to you by the Jia. I've discussed it with her, and she's going to tell you the time and the date of the next interactive session as well. Apart from that, students who are left, who haven't presented up till yet, I request them that they present, they post it in the WhatsApp group that they have not been assigned presentations yet, or they haven't given presentation yet, because I'm marking everybody down. So if they haven't presented, please post in the group that ma'am, I'm left, so that we can give you the presentation on the topic so that you can also present in the next class. Yes,
मैम
Ghazala.
मेरी भी नहीं हुई आज.
That's fine, Ghazala. You will be giving in the next class. That will be, inshallah, hopefully on Monday. ठीक है.
Yes.
Farwa will be giving you the details in your group soon. Farwa, please ask the students on the time, and please discuss with them the date and let me know. Okay. At
Yes,
priority
ma'am.
basis, please do this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So I'm going to wrap up today's lecture. If you do not have any other questions.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, students, so this was it for the interactive session. In the next interactive sessions, we will be taking presentations from Nimra, Sadaf, Aruj, Ume Kulsoom, Faryal, Ghazala, and Ajia. And also the students who have not presented up till yet, please, you're requested to put your names in the WhatsApp group of this course that, ma'am, I have not been assigned a presentation, so that you're assigned and you can give your presentations in due time as well. So please go through the notes and go through the videos that I have posted regarding the lecture. Inshallah, I will be posting another video in the coming week. And then what we'll be doing is I will be taking your quiz in the coming week as well. So please be prepared that this course we have studied so far, you know it by heart. And if not, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. So until next class, look after yourself, take care, and I'll see you in the next class. Okay? Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Allah Hafiz.